Good morning and welcome to episode 167 of Getting Rich. I'm your host, Rich Checkan, president of Asset Strategies International, and today is Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. As I left you last week, we were on the brink of the Federal Open Market Committee's March decision on what to do with interest rates, whether to leave them alone, increase them further, or to start cutting them. And no surprise whatsoever, they went ahead and left interest rates alone, despite the fact that January and February saw a slight tick up in inflation. It wasn't much, but it's going the wrong direction. It's not moving back down toward that 2% figure that they so hope to achieve. Not surprising either, they went ahead and doubled down and said that we're still expecting to cut rates 3 times in 2024, but not just yet. In the meantime, Congress went ahead at the 11th hour and passed budget legislation to avoid a shutdown of the government. That always happens at the 11th hour. That's the way they do these things. And then they get it done pretty quickly once they decide that they have to. And they went ahead and agreed to spend another $1.2 trillion. Side note, by the way, we don't have the money. So I don't know where they're going to get it from. Oh, wait, I do. They're going to go ahead and eventually increase the money supply, and that will lead to inflation of prices of everything of value whatsoever. In the meantime, Larry Fink of BlackRock is out warning of a pension crisis with people living longer and economies being a little bit more stagnant than they've been in the past. We're not surprised to see that either. And my only question for you to protect yourself in your retirement years, as we all live longer, got gold? Let's take a look at the numbers and see what's happening over the past week. We saw all the markets on the Fed news rally, and over the past few days, we've seen them all pull back slightly, probably with some profit taking. Gold today is at $2,193.80 per ounce. That's up 1.8% from last week's market, $2,154.20. Silver, down slightly. It's the only loser in the precious metals market this week. It's down 0.9%, just shy of 1%, to $24.66 an ounce. It was $24.89 last week. Platinum's up $1 or 0.1% to $903. It was $902 last week. And palladium's up $8 to $1,011 an ounce from $1,003 last week. That's an 0.8% increase. With gold outperforming silver, the gold-silver ratio, the number of ounces of silver it takes to buy a single ounce of gold, is up to 89.31. It was down to 86.85 last week. And the U.S. dollar continues to hold steady, up slightly at 104.28. It was 104.13 last week. We'd like to go ahead and take this time to wish everybody a happy Easter holiday. We will be closing early on Friday, Good Friday at 1 p.m. So if you need to do any business on Friday, get to us before 1. We will open with normal business hours on Monday, April 1st. But more importantly, tonight we have our second of 6 webinars we're going to hold this year. Today, Adrian Day and I welcome our wonderful guest, Lobo Tigre of the Independent Speculator. We're going to talk about this rally in precious metals. We're going to talk about uranium. We're going to talk about mining stocks. We've got a lot of ground to cover. It is a can't miss. That starts at 7 p.m. this evening, and it'll go till 8:30. Do not miss it. If you haven't registered to attend, do so immediately. We look forward to seeing you and sharing these insights here this evening. As always, we like you to go ahead and subscribe to YouTube, like us, send us your comments and questions, subscribe to our social media platforms, subscribe to our twice weekly alerts, always something interesting, and our once monthly information line newsletter. And whatever you do, don't ever forget that getting rich starts with keeping what's yours.